Oh man, this is not good for Phantom, down 4.5% as Bitcoin leads the way down another 4.4% at the time of recording this video. We know the issues and the tensions in the macroeconomy are not abating, and this is leading risk to remain off. Bitcoin down, a lot of our favorite altcoins down right now. I'm going to be taking a look into the Phantom chart. I'm going to be sharing with you what my game plan is, the levels we have to be aware of. I know a lot of people don't like titles like the ones I'm putting on these videos, including the one yesterday, which was huge warning for Phantom investors, because the reality is that's my role here. And my role is to bring these things to your attention, guys. So if you appreciate that, make sure you're hitting up the like button, subscribing. Can we get to 150 likes? Because I'm not here to please you guys. I'm here to show you the research I'm doing. So if you appreciate that, then join me on this journey and you can watch my analysis and do your own research and make your own investments. But the reality is I'm not going to put in the title Phantom is great every single time when there's a clear pattern or fundamental piece of evidence showing me risk to the downside. That would be irresponsible of me. So let's take a look at what's going on. And you can see here, let's go into the hourly first here on Phantom. And you remember yesterday, if we just scroll back a little bit to here, I was worried that we were unable to create the higher high, okay? So we had this high here, and we're unable to get above it, okay? We got rejected by 208 again, and we looked like we were heading to the downside. Since then, today, when we turned into the 17th, if we just fast forward, scrub along here to here, we got a big run to the upside, all the way up to $2.14 today before this bull trap liquidated all of those people and we got thrown back to the downside, okay? Now we're sitting at $1.97. We're below $2 here on Phantom, and luckily we've picked up some support from our trusted support line at $1.94, which we know has been support and resistance for quite a while here. So it's good that we're getting a bounce here, but if we zoom out now, you can see we've fallen back into our red trend line, okay? So we're now back in this trend line. If we bring out the EMA ribbon, you can see this negative day has taken us below our EMA ribbon here on our hourly. But as we know, this is being driven by Bitcoin. And if we head over to Bitcoin, you can see on the hourly chart, big red candle here to the downside. And this is what caused it. This big red candle took us from 43,328 to 42,177, and we're actually lower than that right now at 41,892. If you've not watched my video from earlier today, please go check that video out on Bitcoin, because I share a very important warning that Bitcoin is forming on this daily chart, okay? So you have to check that video out, because we're creating this bearish M pattern here on the daily with a potential price target as low as 37,499. So I have to make you guys aware of that. It doesn't change my long-term view on Bitcoin. I'm not doing anything different. I'm not selling anything. I'm continuing to hold, but we need to be prepared, because if you want to buy on this pullback, or you have a few altcoins which you want to buy on this pullback, then we can prepare ourselves, make sure we got the cash on the side to do that. Now remember, even if we do meet this M pattern target, which by the way is just a piece of technical analysis, we always have to tie it with what's going on in the economy, that would still be fine, because this candle here, if you remember, this bottom is at 37,051, and this candle, lowest one, was 32. So we're still creating higher lows. Even if we go down there and rotate back to the upside and create a higher high, we're still trending upwards and in the right direction, okay? Now, what is causing a lot of this drama, guys? We can see the Dow Jones down 1%, S&P bleeding another percent today. We've got the Nasdaq down another 1.63%. How much more can the market get battered? And you can see here the VIX has climbed 7.62%. This is actually as high as 11-12% when I was recording my Bitcoin video a couple of hours ago. So there's a lot of volatility in the market, and we know why. It's because of this, right? It's because of this. This crisis is really getting investors worried. Ukraine-Russia crisis updates, European stocks fall, Russia accused of false flag operation, and there's a lot going on right now, and this is causing the markets to be very, very worried. If there's one thing that markets don't like, it's uncertainty, and we've got that leaps and bounds. Now, if we look at the fear and greed index, interestingly, we're sat on 52. So that has notched up by 1 point since yesterday. I think overall that is reflective, because the Bitcoin community understands we're in a good position right now. Compared to where we were at 32 and risking creating a lower low at 29, this is a comfortable spot. To be fighting in this channel is a comfortable spot, and people don't mind it. But if things start to fall below, if we do start creating this M pattern, which we have to be prepared for, hopefully we don't, guys. Hopefully we can bounce from 41, where we are right now, 41,800, and start creating a W pattern to the upside. That would be the bullish case, is if we can turn this into a W pattern, which would break that way. But if we do prepare ourselves for the down case, then that would take us as low as 37,395. But that's not worrying, right? It's not as low as where we were before, and it's not as concerning. But the fear will start to pick up if we start trending in this direction to the downside. More worrying on the daily, this would then bring us a close. If I show you this close here on Bitcoin, a close below the 41,659 level, this important neckline which we're talking about, not only does it start our head and shoulders pattern, but that close below would then flip our EMA ribbon bearish, which we know that normally when you close below your EMA ribbon, you set yourself up for an explosive move in either direction. So this would be a bearish version of that, which could, you know, marry up with what the M pattern is showing us, right? So when you can see a few different indicators showing you that, and then you can put the fundamentals on top, we've got to be a bit careful, okay? Now, hopefully it doesn't happen, but we can't just put our head in the sands. We have to be prepared for what we need to do. Long term, I'm not selling anything. I'm not selling in this situation. I just want to be prepared that if it does create this M pattern and fall, I can keep cash on the sides. I can get ready to buy some more of my favorite altcoins and Bitcoin at these lower levels. This is what we're looking for. We buy into rent candles, not into strength. A lot of people are FOMOing in here. Those are the ones who got liquidated. Again, FOMO in here. Those are the ones who got liquidated. And do you want me to prove it? Let's head over to the liquidations. And you can see here today, let's refresh that, because I guarantee there'll be some more liquidations literally as I'm recording, because people love a cheeky long leverage position, right? 132 million. Yep, that's increased since earlier today. 132 million in longs liquidated. That's the biggest in about 7 days, I think. 6 days there. That's the biggest number of liquidations of longs. And that's what the bears are going to do, guys. We have to be very careful. The bears will be setting numerous bull traps to the upside, because they know there's a lot of money waiting on the sidelines, waiting to pile into Bitcoin and altcoins. They're just going to show the market a couple of green candles, let all those inexperienced buy in, and then liquidate them out. Perfect example here. This is how you take people's Bitcoin. Easy peasy. Quick fake rally up to 44,461. Everyone gets excited. Oh, look, we're going to go to 48,000, 50,000. Boom. See you later, mate. Okay. And let's look at those same levels here on Phantom. We need to be careful of this on Phantom, because right now we're trading in a bit of a range here. Okay. So we got this trusty range between 237 and 194, even touching down to 179 when we need to, and pushing as far to 246. But we need to get out of this trend. And this is almost like think of this like a queue in an airport, right? All the best layer one solutions for, you know, that you like, that we monitor, that we know are good, solid layer one solutions. They're all on the taxi on the runway, right? Waiting for clearance from air traffic control. They're all ready. The petrol's there. They've got all the passengers onboarded. They've done their security checks, and they just want to take off. But Bitcoin is air traffic control, and we're not allowed to go yet. And in fact, I won't even say Bitcoin's air traffic control. Air traffic control is the wider market, right? It's what's going on. It's the geopolitical tensions. It's the fear of CPI and interest rates. Those are not going to settle until March 16th, guys. I said, be prepared for many, many false starts. If you think we're just going to run from Phantom all the way from our lows now, all the way back up to all-time high at 351 and create new highs that easy, just green candle after green candle, guys, you're mistaken. That's not how it works, right? That's why you have to earn your entries. Hopefully, if you guys are following this right and you're taking my non-financial advice and looking at 200-day moving averages and trying to top up your positions on pullbacks, then you guys should be in a good position. The only ones in super pain right now are those who FOMO'd in at the top. And for you guys, hopefully you've paid the money for a good lesson to not do that. Buying into strength, buying into green candles, buying into massive moves to the upside only leads to pain in retracements, and retracements take a long time to reverse, and in all that time you're carrying a bag. That's where that saying comes from. Don't be that bag holder. There you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video here on Phantom. Look, maybe you don't enjoy it because of the negative sentiments and the fear of looking at lower price targets, but the reality is we need to be prepared. I'll make a video with you guys every single day regardless of what the price is doing. We did so all the way with Bitcoin, all the way down to 32, and we're in a much better place right now, sitting here at 42. So we can't forget the move that we've been on. Same here with Phantom. Okay, we're not as low as we were at 125 or 115. We're sitting comfortably at 197. Yes, it's not great. We couldn't get through 237 just yet, or 246, but we know it's not a weakness due to Phantom. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash up the like button and subscribe. Please get us 150 likes on this video. Don't forget to support NordVPN. Get yourself set up on a VPN, guys. Absolute no-brainer. It's like $50 for 2 years worth of VPN. Absolute no-brainer. Make sure your privacy is in check when you're playing in the metaverse, using your wallets and exchanges, and also just useful generally. The number of times I just use it when I'm streaming or I want to see different shows from a different country on Netflix. That's super easy to do. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.